Good evening, everybody. It's time for a giant Konami logo. I love that Konami logo, by the way. The thing where they just turned it into like a red bar that said Konami in it, that's totally lame. That weird ribbon, dual ribbon thing was much cooler.
Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete.
So these are some guys talking some German in a church. They're gonna...
Something der Fledermaus.
Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne.
So this is a bootleg of a bootleg that I'm playing.
Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten
But I'm playing this on a real PC engine, so this game is obviously one of the most expensive games on the PC Engine CD, which is saying something because, man, let's talk about a system that has some expensive-ass games on it. So this game is super expensive, so these people who call themselves PCE Works or PC Engine Works, sort of, yeah, PCE Works, they, yeah, I gotcha. They sort of made a cottage industry out of basically taking other people's fan translations and like pressing them on real discs and putting them on HuCards and selling them to people for like a pretty exorbitant price, which a lot of people in the PC Engine TurboGrafx community don't like. Some people do like it, a lot of people don't like it. I don't think it's super dope to take somebody else's translation that they made for free and press it on a disc and sell it.
Seems pretty shitty to steal somebody else's work like that.
Yeah, so I've never been a huge fan, but a guy I know in a
Stealing
PC
the work
engine,
of both the team that made the game and the people that made the fan translation seems like great.
Right. So someone I know in a PC Engine fan group on Facebook has bootlegged a bunch of their games. And just like, I think I sent him $5 for shipping, and he sent me, so this is an actual pressed disc of not just a burn of this game. So I'm gonna start over from the beginning here. So start fresh from the very beginning, because that's a very good place to start. And yeah, so I have a good quality. I used to have a burned copy of this, but it wasn't. You know, you can mess up your laser in some of these old systems by playing burn discs in them. So I try not to if I can avoid it. And I also own this game on the PSP, but I mean, come on.
That's a hard version to stream, and also this
Well,
version is generally a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I do have the TV out cables for my PSP, but I mean, I have it on PC Engine, so why not play it in its original format and see the dope PC Engine controller, my Hori PC Engine Commander that I'm using here. But yeah, this is out on PS4 apparently today, and it's the same version as what was in on the PSP disc. It's that same
This
version.
and the Castlevania for what is that collection called? Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Rondo.
Right. Oh yeah, Dracula X Chronicles. Right. It's the same. It's just a ROM dump, near as I can tell, on both of those.
So I watched the Giant Bomb Quick Look.
Oh yeah.
And so the Symphony of the Night version has that shitty new translation that sucks.
It does, but I'm also totally over listening to people complain about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It still sucks. I mean, it's like, if you're going to put out the collection of those games, then put out the collection of those games.
Right.
Like well, whatever. Konami doesn't give a shit about video games anymore.
I was going to say...
For a long time, but it still sucks that probably the two best Castlevania games aren't getting the proper treatment that it deserves. So it's a fair criticism. And then also,
I mean,
like,
but I don't.
it
But
has
my
a
but my
weird,
thing
like,
about whether it's getting the right treatment or not has nothing to do with the translation. It has more to do with like.
they should both be in there. Is my point.
Sure.
Is, like both versions of that game, and then the same thing for this. There should be like the German Japanese version, or the Japanese version with the
Right, because they added a new.
dialogue should be in,
Right, they added a new translation, right? That's in there that doesn't have, or not in there, but was for the.
I actually think maybe you could probably use it. It also has that weird interlace option in the.
Yeah, I heard that. That's a weird. I get scan lines. I don't like fake scan lines, as you and I have discussed numerous times. I don't like fake scan lines.
Raw dog those pixels right into my eyes.
Yeah, totally. But I get scan lines. I don't get.
It doesn't make any
Like, I
sense.
1,000,000%.
Games and also on modern TV, like it doesn't make any sense. There is no. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. J. Deester 2693 says, I'm partway through this myself. I've been playing lots of fan tribute games this fall to Castlevania Mania continues. Yeah, I played a whole bunch of Castlevania games like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna do the Super NES version tomorrow. I'm actually sad that I can't show you the weird mini game that comes up when you don't have the proper system card loaded, because I have a PC Engine Duo R, which means that it's the correct system version no matter what. But there's like a weird ass mini game that plays if you have like the standard Super CD card in your, or the CD-ROM 2 card in your PC Engine. You'll get like a really weird ass version of like a little mini game with like little super deformed Richter just like running around one level whipping things. But I can't play it because my PC Engine's too advanced, dog. So. But that's a funny little thing. That should probably also be on the collection, just as like a thing. But yeah, the interlacing thing doesn't make any sense because the PC Engine displayed at 240p natively, so I don't know why you would put fake interlacing on there. That makes less than no sense.
Also, since it's the PSP version, the aspect ratio is kind of fucked up.
Oh, it uses the same aspect ratio of the.
Yeah. So it's like squashed down a little bit because the PSP version.
Yeah.
The PSP had a slightly wider screen than a normal cathode ray TV that like would have been off the PlayStation. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a little wider than 4x3.
I think it's close to 16:9, but I don't know if that's exactly correct.
I don't think it. I think it's like a weird.
Some in between.
PSPS ratio. No, it does. It says it's 16:9, 480 by 272.
There you go.
According to this. But according to this GameSpot thread, it's actually 30 by 17.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That doesn't. Wait, what? 30 by 17? That's the aspect ratio, or that's the pixel count? Because the pixels are. There's more pixels than that.
Yeah, no, that's aspect ratio. Well, so 16:9 would be 32 by 18. So it's just like slightly.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Anyway, that's just like it's just whatever. Like I said, it's a pretty cheap way to get those two games, and they're great games, even if they're not their ideal versions of.
And the new one, yeah.
It's still just whatever.
Also, why doesn't it have the new version that was made for the PSP? Like, that seems weird to not just, if you're gonna do it, just port Dracula X Chronicles, like the whole thing, to the PS4. Like, why leave off the remake of Dracula X? That was like maybe the most interesting part of that package.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know.
Or just like do I don't know, whatever. LBD Nitrain, who I'm going to refer to as David from now on because it's easier, says, "Is this the original or the new release or ellipses question mark?" This is an actual PC Engine disc spinning in an actual PC Engine Duo. Actually.
This game's so fucking good.
You don't know my dirty secret? I've never actually finished this game.
Oh man.
I might do it tonight though. We'll see. This Axe Knight is fucking asking
It's
for
pretty
it.
tough. There's a couple of a few of the boss fights in this game have multiple stages and
Yeah.
it's difficult.
And some of them do some real bullshitty stuff, like getting one last cheap shot on you.
Yeah, I think almost all of them do that.
A lot of them do, yeah.
Bullshit.
Hey!
Hey, paisanos.
I didn't know Alex was here because I didn't hear a bunch of clicking in the background.
Wait, get ready. There it is.
Alex is here.
Yeah.
No. Oh!
I should have picked this stage. Fuck.
Yeah, that stage sucks.
It's just really small, and I wouldn't have practiced on like a really small stage. So I'm gonna be bringing the dummy out a lot.
David says, I think this might look a little crisper than Requiem. It probably does. I don't know. Eric, you watched the Giant Bomb Quick Look. Did the Requiem version look blurry and shitty, or?
Yeah, also the music in Symphony of the Night in that version kind of sounds like ass, and I couldn't figure out why.
Huh.
It just sounded. It sounded like.
I thought you didn't like the music in that game, anyways. Maybe it's just your natural.
No. I mean, it
disposition to...
sounded bad. Not that I like the music in Symphony of the Night's fine. It's not my favorite Castlevania soundtrack. There's some tracks that I love and some tracks that I don't love, but it sounded bad. It was like if you were listening to it through like a shitty pair of headphones or something.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like
I couldn't...
mixed bad or something.
Yeah. And they also they even updated when they
I wonder if they remixed it, not like remix, but like remixed the track, like mixed it down again.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounded like to me. And also the looping in Rondo sounded weird too, but they only played just a little bit of that, so I don't know. The looping is kind of weird anyways in this game, but I don't know. Something was wrong. Something was very wrong. But even slightly less good versions of that game.
Of Symphony or this game?
Of both of these games.
Both, either.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the key. So this is one of the challenges in this game, is that you can get some extra stuff if you have a key.
There's
but the key takes up your item slot.
A lot of levels, actually.
Yeah, a lot of places if you fall down a pit, like it's not actually a pit. It's just an alternate. You know.
You playing Rondo or
I'm
Dracula?
playing Rondo.
Okay.
Tomorrow night I'm gonna play Dracula.
I thought you were doing it the other way. That's why I was like, wait, I thought that was the game's whole thing. That
No,
sucks. It doesn't do that.
Playing the original version.
Never mind. You're playing the good one.
I thought it would make more sense to play the original release first, and then.
Maria is a lot of fun to play. Also, her items are awesome.
Yeah, she has like cats that run it. Yeah, she has a dragon that you can.
The item crash for the dragon is hella broken, but it also costs like 40 parts. There's a lot of cool stuff in that game.
You can play as her in Portrait of Ruin. Also.
Portrait of Ruin. It's like the least good Castlevania.
That's not true.
It's the least good. It's the least good Egavania for sure. I think.
I still think that's true, but it's also like still good.
Probably.
I really like the switching people mechanic. I think that's really cool. I played that game a bunch because I like that so much.
I thought that got tiresome like incredibly fast, and I kind of hated it.
Well, I hate you. How's that?
That's fine.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's
also a totally reasonable response.
Totally
to what
fair
I just
and
said.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Hey, in America today, huh? It is. Hashtag topical.
Yeah, let's not. I just want to play video games. Like, let's not. Let's not tonight. It's been a day already, man.
That's one way
David
to
says
put it.
this key is where you get Maria. Well, this key is what you used to get Maria. And yeah, I just blocked a fireball with that key. What?
I'm impressed.
And I just threw it into that door. And I just whipped the dark priest shaft. And he was like, I'm gonna get out of here. David says, I love Portrait of Ruin. It was my first Metroidvania of the series. Wait, you didn't play You played Portrait of Ruin before you played Symphony of the Night? That's crazy bonkers.
Mister?
Perhaps he is younger than us.
I don't think he is. I think he and I are like they're very close to the exact same age. I think actually.
All right, well.
And you are?
I didn't know you and Dave were such good friends.
Yeah, man. Well, we try. He actually might be older than me now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know, David. Tell everybody how old you are.
Or else.
Or
you
else.
have to leave if you don't tell us.
I heard all about you from Annette. I came here to beat some bad men, but I got caught.
He says that Dark Priest seems like one bad mother.
So I guess that means we
Oh, I get
should
it.
be friends now.
But you didn't respond correctly.
But Maria, you're too
If you
young.
get it, you would say.
About the big hunter
shut your
to take
mouth.
care
There
of
you
that
go.
Bad man, okay?
Sorry.
I was just talking about Shaft.
Don't get it.
Right.
I can handle this
We're
just
doing the Lord's
fine.
work here tonight. God damn, this character is fucking broken. This game is sick. Have I mentioned that? Like, every time I see you guys since it's come out?
Yes, you've mentioned that. He said he just didn't get around to Symphony until after Portrait of Ruin. So I just stepped out of
Not
that
everybody
cell
can
after
play
saving the
everything.
little girl and got killed.
Not everybody can play everything. Sorry.
It's true. So I don't remember how this works. I think I have to wait until the stage is over before I can change to, like, it's a stage by stage
Yeah.
thing, I think, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right. I don't remember either, but that sounds right. Or is it the same playthrough? I thought you had to do different playthroughs. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, that's like the shitty Saturn version of Symphony and stuff, but you can change, I think it's level to level, I want to say.
I guess we'll know shortly, huh?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would take a Serenite Chain Gang or attending Taran?
You play Destiny?
If you
you
take
think?
the Serenite Chain Gang, does Chrissy Hind like accompany you when you play that card and sing back on the Chain Gang?
No.
Maybe not worth it then. David
Do what
says
your
you
heart
can
tells you.
switch on a game over. Apparently, I can switch on
Okay,
a game
well.
over. So
You better hurry up and die then and be a
Justify.
little girl.
Shadow Pain.
I'm working on it, dude. You're not even watching, Alex. Why should I do anything to appease you?
I'm just recommending that, like, you should do that.
I need a Yeti. I need a carnivorous cube. I have too many 2-drops already, but I have to take a Stone Basilisk.
Oh, you're playing Hearthstone, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's definitely
Ah.
Hearthstone.
Okay.
Ultimate Infestation's good. I mean, it's excellent, but it's good for this deck because it's pretty small. Void Ripper.
If you know what I mean.
You Void Ripper. You Void Broader.
How many years passed between this game and Symphony of the Night?
3?
So Maria goes from 8 to like 12, but feels like she's 30.
Yeah, basically. No, I think she goes from like 13 to 16, or 13 to 17. Maybe it's 4 years.
A lot can happen in those years. Apparently the
And
the
Alex is a medical
Requiem-
professional, so he knows.
Apparently the like Requiem version has the like Sega Saturn thing where you can play as like adult Maria and Symphony of the
Right.
Night.
Does she still
I'm
have
like,
a
that's
super
cool.
awkward walk cycle? Because
Probably. I
Probably.
didn't actually look at it, but I imagine it's Konami in 2018, so I feel like they put in the least effort possible.
now, why would you think that? I don't understand.
Just like
No.
all of recent history.
Just
I
everything
guess.
they've done since 2013, give or take,
Yeah.
2012.
Oh, it's got a follow-up. Holy shit. Is it natural? Let's figure it out.
It's unnatural, baby.
you know what I'm saying. I don't really actually, but
David asks if the backflip is actually good for anything. Yes, the
Yeah, it
backflip
looks
is
fucking
good.
sweet, dude.
Well, it looks fucking sweet, but it's also like, it's not quite a backdash, but it's like similar enough that it, you know. Player change.
only on counter hit. It's all right.
The top of this video queue is a 45-minute long Sega Game Gear review.
I can save you a lot of time.
I was gonna say, should I watch it or
I would, just to see.
just to see? Because I don't know if it's good or not, but I guess I'll find out if I watch.
So did you say 45 seconds or 45 minutes?
Minutes.
45 minutes.
Like on just the hardware itself?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not clicking that link.
Click this link to find out. Hurry.
I had a Sega Game Gear. I can review it in 45 seconds. Bad.
I was gonna say,
Bad.
is your review
It
just
has a
it's bad?
It has a terrible screen, and the control, like the D-pad and the buttons, kind of suck, and the and the it sucks batteries, and it weighs 1,000,000 pounds because it has to have 6 batteries in it.
Right.
It's bad. It's a bad
Yeah.
system.
David says the Maria in Dracula X Chronicles Symphony of the Night is different from Saturn Maria, if he's not mistaken.
Oh. Okay. I don't know.
And obviously, this Maria is way different. She's like a little girl.
I only know the abilities of little girl Maria because that's the one that's in Portrait
Is
of
she? 'Cause
Ruin.
I thought that when you fought Dracula at the very beginning, when you're playing as Rikta,
Yeah.
if you die,
Rikta.
and if you
See
die,
you at the
and
party,
Maria comes
Rikta.
out, if you die and she comes out to save you, she summons all the animals to bring you back to life. I think.
Does she?
I think so.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I don't know that that's ever actually happened to me. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
failed that fight. Oh, I
Yeah,
got a
same.
turtle now. Look at this. I'm in a turtle shell. Yeah, fuck you,
definitely
you
did the
peeping
first
eye
time you played
asshole.
that game, you fucking liar.
I definitely did not.
You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, for a long time I thought that was one of those like you can't die.
Yeah, I actually
fights.
thought it was one of those things where like you could.
Which it is, but like, you know.
Well, right, but not because like some little girl was gonna come and heal me. I thought.
Right. It just I thought you get to 0 and you just don't die.
That's the same Maria, according to this Castlevania wiki.
The Saturn and I love her slide that she slides and pounds her fists like she's having a tantrum. She slides.
Yeah,
that's pretty
she's
great.
12 in this game and she's 17 in something
So that's 13 years in between those games.
Yeah, 17 minus 12 is 13.
That's what I think.
Seems
You
legit.
can't tell me that I'm wrong. Anyway, what's up, guys?
How you doing now?
No, I wasn't thinking about leaving yet, but I guess.
So I got the key again as Maria, and it
wild.
just occurred to me that like, I like that the wall meat turns into wall cheesecake when you're playing as Maria. It's a cute touch. I
Girls
forgot
like
about that.
cake because girls.
Who doesn't like cake? That's the real question. What kind of fucking monster doesn't like cake?
I prefer pie,
Shut
but
the
cake
fuck
is,
up.
is good. Cake is clearly like the inferior one.
It depends on the cake and it depends on the pie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
true
got an
also.
egg.
There's definitely some bad pies out there. And I
Yeah,
don't
there's
mean
some
ones that
bad
have like
pies out
gone
there.
rotten.
That's
But
right.
that
Maria
too.
can double jump too. Man, Maria's ridiculous. Why would you ever, unless you just wanted the challenge, why would you play this as Richter?
Because she doesn't
'Cause you
have a
want the
whip.
challenge.
And the only way to kill Dracula is with a whip.
I don't think that's true in this game.
It's true in all video games.
David said it just occurred to him he didn't actually play Symphony of the Night seriously until Dracula X Chronicles. That's kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's, well, I mean, whatever.
I
It's
remember.
like you said, not everybody gets around to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah.
that's true. Oh man, I got a dragon.
By the time I got a PlayStation, that game was pretty cheap and pretty easy to get your hands on.
Yep.
And that's like the reason that I played it.
Yeah, I grabbed it on a rental and like,
Yeah,
I had no idea how good it was. Like, I mean, I had
I
liked
had to buy
Castlevania
it.
games before,
Yeah.
you know, and so I got it on a rental, and I was just like, oh, Castlevania. And then I was like, oh my god, this is, like, blowing my fucking mind, man.
Bum, 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 bum.
Here comes the Wolfmon.
Is he a Rasta Wolfmon?
Yes.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, David says I think the portability helped playing in bed before going to sleep. I didn't. I never even played that version of. Like, I had that collection on PSP, but I don't pretty much only played this game.
Yeah, I have it, but I never played that version of Symphony, actually.
But yeah, definitely like I enjoyed like all those PS games.
Dude, by the time you tell me I missed something, like, it is, I have completely missed it, so.
And I
that's
just
like,
replayed Aria of Sorrow last year, 2 years ago.
That's a pretty good
That
game.
game is fucking great. Yep, it is a
That's
great game.
maybe the second best of the Metroidvania style Castlevania
Played
games,
Aria
like
in a long
after
time.
Symphony.
I liked it a lot though when it first came out. I played it a bunch.
Yeah, I played it a whole lot.
Yeah.
Very good.
Dawn of
It's
Sorrow is
still
pretty good too, but that shit where you have to draw the glyphs on the bosses is like,
I didn't mind it. It's like it sucks, and I wouldn't have hated it like if it was gone. You know,
That turtle
like,
item crash is very good.
It's how do I invite people? Yeah, like I did not care about that because I have a weird like thing about like I always wanted to use the stylus. Like I didn't want to get fingerprints on my screen, but you just once you get over that mental hang up of like no, just do it with your hand. It's like yeah, okay, it's not that bad. But yeah, if that wasn't there, I mean, I would not complain. Like whatevs.
I never finished that game because I couldn't kill the grasshopper boss.
oh, I finished it, but
I could not do it. I had a hard time killing him, and then I also couldn't.
I beat that game.
The handful of times I did manage to kill him, I couldn't manage to pull off the thing.
That is definitely the Castlevania I've beaten the most because I've beaten that game probably like 5 or 6 times.
Which one?
And I had Dawn of Sorrow, and I had like a 100%.
Did you say Bong of Sorrow?
Dawn
Dawn
of Sorrow.
Bang the gong of sorrow.
Get it on. Bang it on.
Yeah. Anyway,
As you were saying,
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
you said you've beaten it the most times because you played.
Oh, I was
5.
working on like a 100% run and like a 100% Souls like run, but I never finished it.
Well, because you have to, like, the thing I was going to say that I like about those two games is that you have to use the souls to, like, make new weapons, so it's, like, really hard to do, like, an actual... I think it's impossible to do a functional 100% run, right? Because you have to use boss souls to craft weapons and shit, so you...
Are there other video games where you use a bird as a weapon?
Other Castlevania games where you get to play as Maria? Do those count? Were you looking for a different answer than that?
Oh, who's calling me? Not right now. I'm in the middle of a match.
Just gonna let that keep ringing into the microphone, huh?
I'm in the middle of a... Ah, God! Let me get to a spot where I can... They're gonna hang up in a second here.
Uh-huh.
See? I told you.
What?
Whatever, dude. Third Strike's a really good game. You should be glad you got to hear that.
Wait, I thought you were playing...
What were you
Oh.
doing?
That was my ringtone.
Yeah,
my
no,
ringtone
I-
is Third
I know.
Strike.
Why?
yeah.
Why is it your ringtone? I mean, I guess
Because
it's
Third
really
Strike
good.
fucking kicks ass.
I don't even turn the sound... I haven't turned the sound on my phone, and I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
Unless I'm expecting, like, an important call that I feel like I can't miss. That's the only time.
Use that egg.
I was using the egg. Then I was just using the... David says, question, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Belmont, Simon or Richter first? Simon, probably. They play exactly the same, right? So, like, it doesn't really...
Yeah.
It's just, like, what outfit is he wearing? Is he wearing a blue tunic or a brown tunic, basically, right? Like, but I'll probably play as Simon first, because he's, like, the OG. He's the one that really, like, belongs in that game, if we're being completely honest. What weren't you paying attention to? I forgot how to do the item crash. I'm not like I thought I knew.
Oh shit. Alright, let me put my phone on. Ah shit! Damn it, not enough time. Okay. I'll get there.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
It's the select button.
It is the select button, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't have enough heart. Oh, son of a bitch. That
Some
bell
first
just
now it
dropped a
crashes
parfait.
is a lot of hearts.
Yeah, take a shitload of hearts.
Alright, phone is
Yeah.
on
Oh, I
silent.
got the kitty.
The Night Train says, question, SSB Ultimate Belmont, Simon or Richter first?
I already answered that. I said Simon.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Trevor.
Yeah, it's kind of bogus that Trevor's not. Although he
Sypha.
looks pretty much just like Simon,
Grant.
right? Like.
How about
like,
I probably won't play that game ever.
No, that's right. You're not a Smash Brothers guy, right?
No, I don't really like Smash Bros. very much. I don't, I'm not, like, trying to crusade against people that do like it, but it's not for me.
I could have back-throwed him. Oh, whatever, that works.
Did I just catch a back throwed? You could have back
Back-throw.
throwed him.
Back-thrown him, I guess?
Back tossed. Ride the tiger, Joe.
Shit.
Oh, I'm supposed to be in that other elevator when I do that. I get it. That makes sense now. Nimai-kun says, I wish more PC Engine games could use parallax or pseudo-parallax scrolling. Castlevania and Lords of Thunder were able to figure out a way to do it. Well, the more intense the add-ons, that's a big fucking cake. The more intense the add-ons, the more power the system had, right? So like the standard PC Engine itself can't do parallax, but the Super CD-ROM and the arcade card games can do parallax. Which is why Lords of Thunder and Castlevania can, because they're both Super CD games. David says, I own a copy of Castlevania Judgment that I've never opened, much less played. Despite this, I've been citing the Wikipedia page. That's pretty amazing. These giant candles should drop giant items. They really should. Man, it takes 1,000,000 hearts just to use the dragon. I don't even want to think about how many hearts it takes to do the dragon's item crash, because I feel like it's a whole fuckload. Nimai-kun says, cool, I didn't know the CD gave the additional power. I thought all it did was offer more storage space. No, each each successive thing added more RAM and more. So the original CD-ROM or CD-ROM 2, that pretty much does just add what you're talking about, just more storage space on the CD and CD quality music. But the Super CD-ROM added additional RAM and some hardware buffs, and then the arcade card adds even more of that stuff. So each successive sort of CD upgrade, but the arcade card isn't used for that many games. It's mostly used for like ports of Neo Geo fighting games and Sapphire, and there's a couple wrestling games that use the arcade card. That's about it. But a lot of the games are. I actually think that a plurality of the games for the CD platform are super CD-ROM games. So I think there's a way that I can like go downstairs, and there's like an alternate path through this level, but it's like a bigger pain in the ass. So I want to try to stay up here. Although there are more girls that you can save, if I remember correctly, as well, and that affects the ending. I think there's like 4 total girls that you can save. David says, I love this game and Sonic CD. They got such a unique feel going on. Wish we'd gotten more like those. Yeah, I mean, add-ons just weren't a great business proposition for the most part. I don't know how NEC kept selling so many systems in Japan, despite their like constant upgrading and tinkering. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. But Americans just were not having it. But I watched today, it was really funny, I watched some old Knicker Treat segments from Nickelodeon on YouTube this afternoon, and there's one where, they're like, it was like, you win the drawing and then you get to be on the phone with someone, and like, you go through this like virtual neighborhood trick-or-treating, and like, you can win prizes. And this kid like goes to one of these houses in this virtual neighborhood, and it's like Knicker Treat, and the door opens, and it's like, you won a Sega 32X and video games. I'm like, wow. Bet that person was fucking stoked.
Yeah. I had a 32X. It was alright.
I have a 32X currently. It's totally alright. Like, now, it's alright.
Yeah.
But like, when it was like $150 brand new and like 1995 money, it was not alright then. It's alright. It's alright now when I paid like $30 for my 32X.
The 32X isn't alright.
It's alright. You know why it's kind of alright is because my Genesis EverDrive works in a 32X as well. So I don't have to like buy any of the really ridiculously expensive games or anything if I want to play them. I'm gonna sing you to death, motherfucker. What? There's some stuff in the chat, but I'm like trying to not die. I failed at not dying, but I was trying to not die. Let's see here. David says, of course America wasn't having it. Parents flipped the Super NES alone after building up an NES library. Yeah, that's right. There's like news reports that you can find from the time of parents being like, I can't believe this. It's like,
I just bought the video game. Now I have to buy another one?
I just bought the video game like 7 years ago. I can't believe I have to buy another one now. This is ridiculous. This is preposterous. Let's see here. let's see. Mr. Sensible says, tried to watch Parrish stream this, but sadly he's having mad mic problems. Not everybody can have the trouble-free, no technical support needed streams that the On the Stick crew can provide.
Yeah, if there's anything Joe Drilling is known for, it's problem-free streaming.
That's right. No problems, no technical issues of any kind, no troubleshooting on air. Never. I would never. Ever. I certainly wouldn't spend like 50% of an extra life marathon trying to troubleshoot my computer. That would never happen. Oh, I fell down a pit. Now you're going to see what the alternate path is, because I just fucking wiped out real hard.
Man, extra life. I forgot about that.
That, like, that's a thing we do, or...?
Next weekend? 2 weeks from now?
The official play date is November 3rd. There's an email thread about this, by the way. Yeah, there is.
I should probably... Oh, they did send me a passive-aggressive email about it.
Did they?
You and us, we thought we had something special going on last year during Extra Life 2017. We played games, we helped heal kids, and we had a blast doing it.
I just went backwards. Woo!
Was it something we said? What can we do to win you back? You can not send me fucking...
Say, not sending those passive-aggressive emails helps.
Kind of shitty.
I mean, it is for the kids, so it's hard to get too mad, I guess, but, like, still, I don't love that style of communicating.
What do you think the chances are I can remember my password?
50-50.
I would say it's probably closer to 0.
Zero.
Did you?
Zero.
Okay. You should use a password keeper or something then. Like a one last pass or one password or something.
Like a trapper keeper, you just write them down.
Yeah, just like that. Oh no. We're gonna use this cat sub-weapon and deal with all these assholes. Because the cat just bounces off of them, which is great. Let's see here. Nimaikun says, my parents, they were like, why should we buy a Super NES? What if there's some Ultra NES the year after that? Your parents were onto something.
They
really.
were, yeah,
I mean,
they weren't wrong.
And I was explaining, the SNES had scrolling and more than 4 colors per character sprite. The colors, Mom, the colors, says Mr. Sensible. And David says, in fairness, I think the NES really picked up in '88, so the SNES release felt more like 3 years, and an age where TVs and stuff were still made to last.
My parents like to watch me play video games and play video games with me and stuff, so it really wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that was sort of where it got to. Well, actually, my parents tried to teach me, like, the value of $1 sort of thing by, like, making me trade in my old systems to get new systems a lot of times. For a while, that was a thing. But yeah, my dad liked to play, especially arcade-style games, like Burger Time, Pac-Man, and that kind of stuff. He was into playing with me, so... Alright, we're gonna beat this boss this time.
Beat that boss.
I'm doing. We're gonna item crash this cat right into his face. I didn't realize that this platform was a safe space that I couldn't get hit by. Oh, there. Oh no, he runs into the wall, I think. Yeah, he does. All the platforms crumble, then he runs into the wall, like, directly, so you can't, like, climb up on something to avoid him. Super Mario World failed to impress my dad. Took Contra 3 to sell him on 16-bit, says David. Yeah, that's legit. Contra 3 is more impressive looking than Super Mario World, if we're being honest. I mean, Super Mario World may be a better game. That's certainly debatable, but Contra looks more impressive, I think, especially to, like, fresh eyes, you know. I should have my turbo, my 2-button turbo turned all the way up. So, like, you can only throw birds so quickly, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I feel like some of that may have been just when you got an NES also.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that was part of it. I got
Like,
mine
I got one in 1987.
87
and
is
so
when I got mine, yeah.
Super Nintendo was, 4 years after that, so it wasn't like a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I got mine, my birthday of 87 is when I got my NES. So, my 5th birthday. Oof, the problem with Maria is that she takes a shitload of damage.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't have a whip, so she can't kill Dracula.
So you said. You mentioned that. Let's see. Nimai-kun says all my Genesis. They allowed me to get an SNES, but only if I sold my NES library. Then I had to sell my SNES stuff for the PS1, all my Genesis for the Saturn. I regret selling my 16-bit consoles. The 32-bit era isn't as memorable. Yeah, I mean, I think Alex actually infamously on a podcast once put it as they spent that era trying to figure out how to make triangles work.
Yep.
So, although there are some great games from that era, like don't get me
Sometimes
wrong.
they got the triangles to work.
Yeah, sometimes the triangles work. But I think a lot of that's also down to nostalgia. I mean, like Resident Evil 2, Metal Gear Solid, like all that stuff is like still. Those are all games I've replayed like fairly recently, and they're all still pretty fucking good. So. When my parents finally got the SNES, they still thought Super Mario World didn't look much better than Super Mario 3. It took UN Squadron to change their mind. That's Nimai-kun saying that. That's legit. UN Squadron's still a pretty fun, good-looking game. It has a fair amount of slowdown, but it's not Gradius 3. Oh, right. This is the part with the propellers. Fucking hate this thing. Ugh, traps. Alright, so which way is the better way? I guess I'm gonna go up the stairs I just, like, dropped down. Let's see here. Mr. Sensible says, watching the train spin around in Contra 3's top-down levels looks super impressive. Yes, it does. Those are the worst parts of that game, those stages, but, you know, whatever, it's fine.
Oh my god. Shit.
David says Nadia called Maria a glass cannon. Maria kind of is a glass cannon. That's accurate. I think that's an accurate description of Maria.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's not like super. She's not so OP because she's fucking fragile. Mr. Sensible says so. Maria's a wizard. I mean, she's like a druid at the very least, right? Because she can commune with the animal, or a ranger. Because she can commune with the animals. David says so far I'm following his exact route. To be fair, I followed both routes to the Minotaur on separate lives, so. And now maybe this time I won't go up those stairs just to be different. Oof. see what's over here. Keep forgetting she can slide. Ice cream. Money.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Krabs? Oh shit.
We were talking about Clancy Brown at work today, so that's.
I mean, you don't need a reason to like explain to me like why you're talking about Mr. Krabs or Clancy Brown or both.
We were talking about Highlander movies, actually, believe it or not, at work, and that's how. So we took a path to Mr. Krabs by way of Highlander. Homeboy is rolling a giant metal ball down some stairs. Like, yo, dog, that ball would just be rolling, whether you want it to or not. Like, that's how gravity works, dog. Ooh, an invincibility pitcher. I don't think I knew that those were in this game. Also, what is in the pitcher? Like, what's in there?
Invincibility.
Some invincibility juice.
Water. Stay hydrated, dog.
So this dude in a banana hammock is just like behind these steps, grabbing these big balls and rolling them down the stairs.
Can we talk for a second about your pronunciation of the word hammock?
Sure.
You said
That is
hammock.
not where I thought you were going with that, to be perfectly honest.
How it's spelled.
I just caught me off guard. I couldn't even pay attention to anything else you were saying. Like, yeah, dude with like in a thong or whatever, sure. But hammock?
Excuse me, I said banana hammock.
You said it weird again, but not as weird. So
I'll just say grape
it's okay.
smugglers. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
For many reasons.
This dude in these grape smugglers is standing at the top of these steps.
He's trying to get these grapes out of here, and I don't like it.
This is weird. I actually love this. I've never gone down this path and seen this part of the game. Like, literally, all that's going on is these flea men roll these balls down the stairs, and they go into this lift that's behind the stairs that you normally don't see. Then they go up this lift back to the top of the stairs, and this dude in these grape smugglers throws them back down the stairs. And, like, that's... Like, this is such... Like, this is the kind of thing someone would draw a comic about. Like, where do these balls keep coming from? There's a giant muscle man and the grape smugglers, like, behind the thing. But, like, no, this is really what's happening in this game. That's really what's going on. David says, I wished Konami liked money enough to re-release Bloodlines. Yeah, man, Bloodlines is the great unsung fucking Castlevania. And Hardcore is awesome, too. And I don't... Apparently somebody, and I think it's somebody that we all, like, sort of know, but allegedly somebody leaked to the press that, like, the reason for all that stuff, like, not being there is because, like, Konami just, like, gave Nintendo a list with some omissions on it, like, when the Virtual Console became a thing, and Nintendo just, like, never asked for more input or, like, updated the list, so it's just like, oh yeah, I guess, like, Konami never wants to re-release these, that's why they're not on any Nintendo platforms, at least. It's like, original Contra and Bloodlines and Hardcore. It was just like... Konami just didn't tell them to, and then, like, never updated the list or, like, revised it, and, like, continued using it for the next generation and a half. Yeah. I also don't like that I can't, like, either murder or dissuade, like, the dude in the grape smugglers to be like, hey, man, can you, like, not throw these steel balls down the stairs anymore? That'd be cool.
That's just what he does, man.
Mr. Sensible says, a mighty tighty whitey and I'm smuggling plums. Well, there you go. David says, new question. If you could play through this game with any other character from any other game, who would you pick? I mean, either Bill or Lance from Contra would have a machine gun, which would make this game a lot easier, so... That seems reasonable. My goal before I stop playing is to get enough hearts to do the dragon item crash. That's what I want to see before I'm done tonight. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna jump over. Oh, that whole thing is spikes. Okay. Got it. Understood.
Spikes.
All spikes. The whole thing is spikes. Spikes as far as the eye can see. George Glenn says, "Where's the weed at?" You know, George, I'm wondering if you're in the wrong stream, or like, why is there a bomb with a skull on it in this wall?
What do you use for smoke weed, bro?
I just blew up a whole wall with a bomb. This game is weird. I love this game.
Okay, well, there's the page there now. Could probably make.
Mr. Sensible said, "Sorry, I wanted to see if anyone listened to the Bloodhound Gang." I used to, man.
I heard that one song that one time.
The Discovery Channel one? Probably.
Probably. That was the popular one.
That
right?
was the popular one, yeah. Mr. Sensible says white axe armors can't jump, and then David says, "Oops, all spikes." Accurate. I'm just jumping up on this thing. I'm skipping that whole thing and jumping up here. I don't love that these axe armors can now just like run at me like Jason Voorhees with an axe. I'd also like to clarify for George, if he's still watching, like if you want to smoke weed while you watch me stream, that's like, I'm not judging.
How many days would you say that he could do that?
Every day. He could smoke
wow.
weed every day. If he was, you know, so inclined to do such a thing.
Page link. There we go. Copy.
God damn. I might switch back to Richter the next time I can continue. Oh, it's right now I can continue.
There you go.
I also love how the game over letters turn into like, they look like
You
a...
go to onthestick.com, you can donate to our Extra Life campaign.
Alright. Now we just have to decide when we're actually going to play. And let everybody know.
Are we doing a thing? I thought we weren't doing a thing this year. I thought that was the whole thing.
What made you think we weren't doing a thing?
That when I flew across the country to see you guys, I was like, yeah, I was going to wait till Extra Life, but everyone was like, oh, we're not doing a thing this year.
Well, we're not doing like a thing.
We'll pick a weekend and hang out online probably this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like everybody's kind of probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make a big deal out of it. But
trying
we're going
real
to do
hard
it because like I'm going to...
So,
You say you're trying real hard not to leave the house these days?
yeah. So it kind of doesn't fit in.
You have a job though, right? Like, I mean...
Well, yeah, I mean, I go there, but... I gotta have some goals, you know?
Right.
If not leaving the house is one, then that's an accomplishable goal.
Oh, there you go. I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah. You don't just want goals, you want attainable goals.
Yeah.
Just go, man. Don't fight this motherfucker. You could have just left.
Let's see. Mr. Sensible says the physics on those spike balls are chef kiss. David says these axe armors don't mess around compared to the old ones. Yeah, they just like run up on you and start like hacking your face off. It's ridiculous.
Quiet over there.
Don't tell me to be quiet.
I'm talking about guinea pigs, but you shut up.
You shut up. Nimaikun says, did PS1 and DS Castlevanias reuse sprites from this game? Perhaps slightly modified, but like yes-ish.
The skeletons and the three men and stuff do look very similar.
Yeah. And the bone dragons. Yeah.
Yeah. There's other things as well. Richter for Krikta, for example.
Is Richter's sprite actually I feel like he's slightly redrawn. Like it's not the exact
I mean,
same sprite.
they all are slightly different, but very similar in style.
I don't think it is for us, but
No, I know,
Yeah.
but I just mean like that's the date.
That-
of the
yeah.
weekend.
yeah, crazy, right?
Also, there's a new Call of Duty 4 Black Ops update, and just completely unplayable, which is great.
Like it bricked the game, or just the parts in the new update?
No,
are
it's just
playable?
like all the other characters, like my teammates and the guys on the other team are just like it almost looks like the frame rate drops, but according to my frame rate counter, it's still holding pretty steady at around 100, and I just can't hit anything.
Ugh.
Sucks. I know it sucks. I want to play Call of Duty, but I can't.
Nimaikun says, I just realized those are propellers this whole time. I thought they were spikes that shrank and grew. No, they're propellers. Mr. Sensible says, this reminds me I need to spend the rest of my Wii Shop points before next year. Yeah, right? That's another thing that's creeping up. I got enough points to get Gradius Rebirth, because it's the only Rebirth game I don't already have, and I still need to actually, like, download it and put it on a memory card. David says, have you tried going right past the spike presses yet? Yes, I went past the spike presses with Maria.
The only game I ever bought was a 2D game where you had to like flutter the Wiimote to make your character fly, but I can't remember what the hell it was called.
I don't know that one.
Was that the one that was like a Metroidvania with the wind? Something wind?
No, that's a 2D game that was also on Steam that I have, but this was a 3D thing, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what the hell it was called.
Maikun says, watching you fight those Axe Knights somehow reminded me of Zelda 2, especially those annoying bird knights at the last palace. Did you ever stream that? Nope, haven't streamed that. We stream a lot in October and like much more rarely during the rest of the year. About once a week during the rest of the year. And usually it's newer stuff, typically. Although, Eric, there was one thing that I wanted to play. It's actually a bummer that I think we're probably not going to be together for Extra Life, because somebody just released a ROM hack of Super Mario Brothers that lets you play as Mario and Luigi, like 2 players at one time.
Huh.
Which sounded pretty interesting to me. Actually, like, that sounds like a thing I'd be into checking out, because that can be dope.
Why is this game so choppy? What's happening?
Are you playing Black Ops?
Yeah, it says it's like holding steady at about 120 frames a second, and it's just like choppy as all hell. Oh, goodness. I guess maybe this is why everybody else is using shotguns and like dual.
Because the update borked everybody, so the only way they can
The lag
effectively
is so
play
bad
is...
that yeah, they just run up on people and.
I'm just going through the door. I'm just going through the door. Screw this guy. Mr. Sensible says, I think the best music in this game is on the boat stage. Well, I hope I'm able to get there so you can hear it. I'm on the struggle bus on this stage right now, so we'll see.
Whoa! Something is very wrong.
And it's the update that seems to have...
Yeah, it just updated. It was fine yesterday, and now it's just totally fucked.
Weird. Oh, also, since we have some people watching, thought I should just put out there the new episode of Same Name Different Game is in the middle of uploading, and it's going to be up for Patreon supporters. So if you want to watch the Halloween episode of Same Name Different Game this year, and you want to watch it before anybody else, go to patreon.com/Same Name Different Game, and if you give $1 per video, you can see it early. You'll be able to see it before you go to bed tonight.
Or you could be really good friends with Joe and have access to YouTube page when you watch what you want.
That's true. That's also true. But probably most of the people watching are not going to get that particular perk.
No, probably not. Hi guys.
Yo,
I hear somebody.
it's Mike.
Yeah, it sure is.
Wow, hey
Hi,
Mike. Wasn't expecting you this evening. But I'm glad you're here.
I won't be staying very long, but I just wanted to pop in because I saw you were playing what is absolutely the best classic Castlevania game. And
Pretty good.
I'm starting to think more and more maybe the only good classic Castlevania game.
You're just wrong about that, Mike. I mean,
I just came off about half an hour of Castlevania 4, and that didn't change my mind either.
I also recently played some Castlevania 4, and I thought it was still pretty good.
It's kind of drudgy. Slow.
You played it for a half hour and you think it's a drudge? Like, man, that's... Everybody's a
Pretty
critic.
boring half hour.
Yeah, I don't know. I streamed it for like 45 minutes or an hour, like 2 weeks ago or so, and I still had fun with
You
it.
played Bloodlines, Mike?
Is that?
I wonder if you played Bloodlines.
I
Yeah,
have not played
Bloodlines
Bloodlines
is
because
very good.
Konami does not want anyone to ever play Bloodlines again.
Bloodlines is good. You should play Bloodlines.
It's not good.
I like it.
It's a fucking mess.
I mean, 1's not good. 2 I liked, but that doesn't mean it's good. 3 is clearly not good.
1 is good, but it's...
I don't even. How do you respond to somebody's like, man?
Yeah,
all
no,
these
we've gone over
We've
Mike's
gone over
thing
this
about
before. I'm not
Castlevania
even
3.
mad about it because we've done this so many
I'm
times.
not mad. I'm just disappointed in Mike and his.
I'm not even
opinions on
disappointed. I
Castlevania
I already
3.
I
knew
think
that
this
he
thing
was-
where 2 might be good is a new addition, but
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's true. Yeah, I don't.
The thing where you
remember
said I like 2 but 3 is garbage is that's new to me. I think as well.
I have like fond memories of 2.
they play exactly the same. Also,
Except
but 2 has
1 doesn't
terrible
have like one doesn't have like bosses that just sit there and look at you.
Yeah. 2 doesn't try to kill you all the time. 2 just kind of doesn't do anything. Anyway,
you have to
this is
grind for hearts and 2.
yeah. When I was like, I don't know, 10 years old or whatever, I could figure that out.
I guess.
Hard. Kill some more skeletons.
When you were 10, could you also figure out that you needed to throw holy water all over the fucking place to find secret holes in walls and...
Mr. Sensible says Castlevania 2 is super important but not much fun. That's pretty accurate.
Like, did the people that worked on that game work on the latter Metroidvania style Castlevania games?
That's a good question. And also, David calls attention to something I was harping about like for a week earlier this month, which is he's really glad that they did away with the like nonsense of powering up your whip in this game and just start with the chain whip. I agree. Super dumb that they make you do that.
This game is super good. My only complaint about Bloodline or Rondo of Blood is that it's a little hard. There are times when I get a little frustrated with it, but it controls really well. The fights are interesting. It's got good music. Looks good. The alternate paths are super cool. You got alternate playable character if you want.
I was playing with Maria earlier. I might go back to her the next time I continue. We'll see.
I really like the way Richter handles this.
There was some discussion about the like general OP-ness of Maria.
Yeah, well, I tend to go for the kind of quote real experience.
David says, I love Castlevania 2. I can play that anytime. I don't know, man. The last time I tried playing it, I even tried playing the version, like there's a ROM hack where the villagers don't lie to you anymore and stuff. It's like a retranslation with less dishonest NPCs. And I still, like, even that stuff being gone, I was still like, oh, but I still, like, every, like, mansion that I go into, I just have to, like, throw bottles all over the floor constantly, all the time, and this is not fun at all.
It's not fun to play through. It's fun to play for a little while.
But then why wouldn't you just play a different Castlevania game? Because it, like...
Yeah.
Because I rented that one.
Make some progress.
Take it half an hour to walk back to the store to change it for a different one.
Right, but I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now, Mike, not in 1988. Like,
I don't play it now.
oh well, okay.
I play Rondo of Blood because this game's good.
Nope.
This game is good. It's true.
Eric, you don't like Rondo of Blood?
I got killed.
Oh,
Ugh.
that will happen.
I fixed some of my problems because apparently when the update came, it reset some of my frame rate stuff, so that might have accounted for some of the stuttering, but my teammates were still like lagging all over the place. Anyway.
That frame rate problems in Rondo of Blood?
Castlevania Black Ops 4.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
At least I could kind of hit people now. It still seems screwed up though.
I love those spike traps that you can whip and then like changes the pattern that the spikes follow.
Yeah.
And you shoot backflips. Like a lot of people, my first exposure to this game was the 2.5D version that was on the PSP. It was good, but the second time I played it, I went back and played the emulated version of the TurboCD game. I think I like that one better now.
Yeah, it's better. That was,
Yeah, the 3D, the 2.5D version is like.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad, but it's.
It doesn't have the charm.
There's some weird design decisions about it, I think. I don't know.
It is a little friendlier. Kind of nice sometimes.
I mean, like it's mostly some of the multi-stage boss fights in that game. There's really stuff that will fuck you up.
Are they significantly different? I don't remember.
No, in this game, I mean.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I don't think the level design's that difficult in Rondo. I just think that they're.
Yeah, tough boss.
I've been stuck on this level without getting to a boss for a while, so I'm not.
Well, that's because you're fucking terrible. What can I say?
Not much more you can say, really.
Those axe fights are tough.
Yeah, these Agnites are
The
real
Axeman fight, they take a
motherfuckers.
lot of hits.
They take a ton of hits, and they do that thing where they charge, and it's like.
Yeah, but that's what's so good about this game is that you actually have to learn how to take these guys seriously. They're not cannon fodder.
Get good, scrub. The Dark Souls blah 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 before. Anyway.
I mean, I do think it is Dark Souls, and obviously it came way before, but in that it takes, you know, relatively basic enemy types and then puts them in spots where they become really challenging, which I think is
also Richter. I don't even know why I can duck, because Richter can't duck under shit.
It looks cool.
You get the little knee crouchy walk that Simon can do in Castlevania 4.
Yeah, well, Maria can duck under enemy attacks, and Richter apparently just can't. So
I thought the ducking was just to hit stuff that was lower.
Well, if you're Richter, it is. But if you're Maria, you can actually, like, you know, duck under things. Crazy, I know, but...
I think I'm in the sidebar for YouTube right now. I've got your, 31 Nights of Horror Gargoyles Quest 2. I've got somebody else's Castlevania special medley, and I've got The Decline of Sears. What happened?
Earlier, I had a 45-minute review of
the Game Gear, yeah.
the Game Gear.
Was it just don't buy one now or then or ever?
We don't know, because it was 45 minutes, and who the fuck's gonna watch that?
This is what I'm saying.
Probably like 50,000 people or something.
Probably way more people than have watched anything I've ever produced.
But
not more than have watched
the
top 10 throat chops and Taken.
I think I also saw that Sears thing in my recommended videos recently, so that's just the algorithm at work.
Okay.
The algorithm giveth,
it's not
the
good.
Algorithm taketh away.
I grew up on Sears, like the Sears.
I thought you were gonna say on the algorithm.
No, I'm a lot older than this algorithm. Oh, also the fact that you can pick up sub weapons when you get the wrong one, because playing Castlevania 4, every time I got something that wasn't the boomerang, it was just like they were saying "fuck you."
A lot of really good quality of life stuff in Rondo for sure.
Like eventually, you just don't want to hit any candles. You're like, okay, I've got the best weapon and I've got enough hearts for the rest of the
Yeah, I mean that's the ghouls and ghosts thing, right? Like you get to a certain point, you're just like, I'm not opening chests anymore.
But those games are also just like super mean. Those spikes make
Get good, scrub.
No, I'd rather play more Castlevania 2.
I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
Like the idea of like I want play and Castlevania 2 and want in the same sentence. It's like what?
I can have an okay time for like 30 minutes of Castlevania 2.
Or you could play ghouls and ghosts and have an awesome time for like an hour and a half.
Get real mad, real fast.
Let's see. Mr. Sensible says death is an amazing boss in this game. I feel like I feel bad because I'm not gonna. There's a whole bunch of stuff you guys probably aren't gonna see in this stream.
We've all seen it.
It's really good, and I don't even like Castlevania apparently.
David says next time you want to keep the turtles for the axe armors, right? But Richter can't use the turtle, so that doesn't help me. I don't need the axe armors aren't a problem with Maria because she can duck under the high axes and just use her birds to destroy the low axes, so they're not a problem for her. They're only a problem for Richter, who doesn't have those options.
Anybody watch the new episodes of the Castlevania anime?
It just went up today,
is it out?
man. Today. It went up today.
Oh, okay. No, but I watched a new episode of JoJo. Anybody want to talk about that?
Nope.
And then a silence falls on the room.
They still play that song by Yes?
Nope.
No, they changed it. We went over this a couple streams ago. I'm like, don't get Alex started again.
Sorry. Yeah, no roundabout, no sale.
He'll explain the whole like lineage of JoJo ending credit themes or whatever the fuck was going on the last time this came up.
That sounds about right.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure what those buttons did, but not actually want to use that dragon right there. That was not a. That was an unnecessary dragon.
I think the group of 3 buttons is a puzzle, but I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I think yeah. If you hit him in a certain order, something drops out of the ceiling. I think you get like a bonus money item or a bonus soda or whatever, ice cream, cake, something. Stupid charging axe armors.
You gotta tell for that, man. I will say, as much as I like this game, this level right here gets a little dull in this part.
Yeah, I'm getting really tired of this level, actually.
This thing is always an alternate path that you can be taking.
Well, I've taken all the alternate paths this level has to offer at this point, I think. Oh wait, no, actually right here I've blown up the wall, but I haven't gone up the stairs yet, so I guess I'll do that here. Instead of blowing up the wall with the giant bomb.com.
I get it.
I'm glad.
Lost Winds was the name of the WiiWare game that I played.
That's the game I thought. I thought that was the game I was thinking of.
I thought you were thinking of Next Quest, which is like a 2D thing where you play as like a.
This guy named Nick.
Why are you talking about WiiWare games from like 2006 or?
Somebody in the chat mentioned that they needed to spend their WiiWare dollars before the time was up.
Man, I wish that I had gotten some extra euros so I could buy this game.
The only WiiWare game that I wish I had played that I will never play is Castlevania Rebirth thing.
The Adventure
you could just come over to my house and play it because I have it.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's like a long ways away.
Well, right, but
And also,
I'm just saying, never say never. That's all.
It just sucks that it's not available anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know what else sucks is Konami.
I'm gonna say Konami should package all of the Rebirth games together, just like on one Switch cart. But they don't care about video games anymore.
Konami should re-release Contra.
Probably.
Never heard of it. What's Contra?
That was this thing in the 80s. They were hot.
Something about Iran. I don't know.
Sounds very scandalous.
How did I die using an item crash? That's fucking bullshit. Mr. Sensible says the hidden 240p trick on certain virtual console games is kind of crazy. You put it in 480i mode. I think most of them do, but yeah, I think most games do. But if you put them in 480i, if you put the system in 480i, it will display the games in 240p.
I mean, I have component cables for mine, and I don't think I run it in 480i. I don't think it ever interlaces anything.
I think it's like trying some weird bogus line doubling thing. I think you have to, for it to run in correct 240p, you have to put it in 480i mode at a system level. Reluctant Warrior says Dullahan's always a pain. Yeah, not I don't think he's a pain in later games, but in this game he sure is.
Well, I'm gonna stick around too late to concentrate on these. Rondo is a sweet game. Play that game.
Rondo's a great game.
Rondo's a sweet game, yes. I'm glad you stopped by, Mike. Even though you're wrong as hell about Castlevania 2.
Well, oh, that's the one that you think I'm wrong about? Sure, I'll take that.
Yeah, I guess you're wrong as hell about Castlevanias 2 and 3. You've, like, transposed them in some bizarre way. No, because I think that 1 is still, like, totally fine, but I get it when people are like, when people don't like 1, I get it. I just, I still like 1, but I realize that I'm a weirdo.
I would say 1 is not badly made, it's just not fun.
I mean, you can just say you just don't like classic Castlevania games, and that's fine.
Except that Rondo's the best, so I don't know. If they got it right one
Well, I
time,
mean,
good job, guys.
Rondo is quite a bit different than those other games.
You could just say you like Rondo, not that you like Castlevania.
Right.
Well, I like some of the later Castlevania games, too.
Right, but those are different. Those are not classic style. I mean,
They sure aren't. Alright, well, leave it at that. Good luck with the fight, though.
Thanks, Mike.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Wow, that almost worked. until it didn't. I was like right up on the door, and then my turtle shell exploded. Reluctant Warrior says, same with stage 4, so many deaths trying to get through it in Rondo and Dracula X Chronicles. Yeah, I did this. I'm not loving this level, I'll be honest. I'm definitely gonna die here. Like, almost certainly. Okay, so we're not going to trigger the Fleaman trap.
Shit. Alright, I'm done with this. Something is very, very wrong with Call of Duty.
Fucking horse shit.
Fucking Horseshack.
Yes, fucking horse shack. Hey, Mr. Cutter! That was horse shack, right?
I thought you were doing like a song.
Hey.
Not true. It's a Fleaman trap. Money. Alright, so yeah, I think this is a... There's like a... This is a some sort of puzzle where you have to like hit these switches in the right order, and then something like drops from the sky, from the ceiling or something, but I...
Reluctant Warrior says there's meat in the last block before the platform with the bone.
I wonder if he's talking about this one?
Sure.
Look like it. Or he's talking about this one. Yeah, I don't know. I must have missed it.
Did you just take the hit and just like move on from the Bone Dragons?
Basically, yeah. That's pretty much what I did.
May have been from
Man.
Alright. Finally playing like not intensely shittily all of a sudden. So I think it's gonna stop like reading the chat as much and I don't know, something.
the way those balls and chains flail around.
Yeah, it's pretty great, right? I like that the dragon icon is so big that I actually can't see how many hearts I have.
Covers up the rest of your phone.
musical, fucker. Yeah, that's right. I music you to death, asshole.
Bitch.
Get sung at. What?
Yo, listen to this beautiful music, bitch. I'm doing this for you. Let's see here.
Mr. Sensible says, la la la. Towards the final showdown.
You can't even get. Oh, never mind. Just now tuning in, I'm like, how are you supposed to get up to that orb? And it's like, oh, it falls down.
Alex is
Look,
just joining us now.
Yeah. I was playing with my friend, and then he's like, I'm gonna go. And I'm like, alright.
Alright, so earlier someone was like, hey, the boat stage has my favorite music, so you're welcome. Here's the boat stage.
Dude, you fight death on the top, and it's fucking sick as hell.
Alright, well then everybody who wanted to see the death fight is also going to see that, I guess.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Pretty hard.
It's hard, but it's cool. I mean, I guess that's just sort of this game.
I'm going to say, that's welcome to Castlevania.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean now about the dragon thing. Yeah, that sucks.
Right? It's just like... I'm in the engine room now, I'm fucking up your engine, Death. What are you gonna do about that? Huh?
I feel like
Don't say anything about the painting.
this game still has it doesn't have like air. You can't control yourself in the air, right?
Maria can sort of slow herself down a little bit.
Yeah, but Richter can't. Richter's like old school.
Richter's committed, I think, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I just couldn't remember. Oh, you got a little guy. Oh. I mean, the stream's behind. You already got him, but...
Right. Yeah, that was a one-up.
Yeah. No, I know. It's
It's weird because
just like,
Richter's
little guy.
one-ups are like a thing that says one-up. It's like the letters one-up, but Maria's one-ups are a Richter doll. Which
Picture
is
of Richter?
super
Yeah.
weird.
I guess because it's a doll, because like she's a little girl and like, you know, dolls.
I guess.
I don't know. I guess. Oh.
Hey, it's a picture of William Shakespeare on the wall? I don't know.
Sure.
I know it's coming to get me. Listen, William Shakespeare. Cool, I just got instant murdered by a fucking painting.
I'm very happy that happened to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad.
Oh, did
Glad
it?
that
Did
you're
it?
glad.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a really good animation.
It is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Sorry, Joe. Yeah, you have to fight a boss like that in the pirate ship in Curse of the Moon or whatever, that Bloodstained game. Yeah.
Curse of the Moon.
Obviously, it's referencing this, but
Right.
like, you know.
That one's easy though because you can freeze it. If you got the old man,
Yeah.
you can just freeze.
You have to fight him twice, and you can basically like beat him.
Right.
Yeah. But the whole reason why I was bringing it up is because
It's Igarashi in that game.
yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, why was I bringing it up? But yeah, it's just Iga in a painting trying to eat you, and you have to do it twice for some reason.
Yep.
One time it's slightly harder.
Yeah. Nimai-kun says, which do you prefer, the PC Engine or Genesis Castlevania? I probably prefer this one, but I also like the Genesis one a lot. I think that
That's one of the weakest of the classic Castlevania.
that's just
What,
fucking
Bloodlines?
wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bloodlines.
Bloodlines is hella good. You're dumb.
That game's a fucking mess, man.
Oh,
That game has
that's
really,
wrong.
I'm gonna break
that
with
game
company
has
policy and
a
agree
lot
with
of
Alex
really
here.
boring level design in it, and also the enemy design is garbage. Bosses are terrible.
You can play as a dude with a spear. Now, how do you feel about it?
I mean, you know, it's alright, but
Spear Bro is pretty cool
Oh,
too.
now it's all right.
there's one level that's just like it's just a hallway with a bunch of axe knights in it, and it goes on for like 15 minutes. Awful.
One of those things is an exaggeration. At least.
And there's also a guy with a sword. But that's it. And then there's some chandeliers that follow you. But it's like, it's a super long hallway with nothing in it. It's just, there's a lot of stuff like that. One of the bosses is a giant rolled up mop.
I think, again, I think your opinion of this may be like a little colored, like not like
Why?
100%
What are you talking
accurate.
about? No, there is definitely a boss that's a giant rolled up mop. A Swiffer boss. I mean, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Swiffer man? Yeah, I forgot about him. Forgot. Fucking Mr. Clean just like shows up. He's like hella anime looking though. Yeah, I remember now.
Maybe a stone golem or something, but it just looks like a mop.
I mean,
There's
Mr.
also-
Clean is
there's
kind of
also-
anime looking, like for being.
There is
totally
also
honest.
there's also the Segway that just jerks off and runs at you. That is, look, man. I'll find the giant bomb.
Reluctant
right
Warrior
now.
says Kerry Fernandez from Castlevania 64 would probably steamroll this whole area. Yeah, but mercifully you don't have to play as anyone from Castlevania 64 and any game besides that one, because man, I get my pick of what sub weapon I want. Since I'm like super low on health, I'm going Turtle Shell. I think I don't like my chances even with the Turtle Shell, but we'll see. We'll see what comes up here. Don't fear the Reaper. Yeah, see, Mr. Sensible gets what I'm saying. He says, to be fair, Mr. Clean is pretty anime. That's what I was saying.
I don't get what that means at all. He doesn't. What do you mean by that?
He's fucking super anime looking, man. Like,
How?
modern day Mr.
He's
Clean
just a
looks
dude
hella
in a
anime.
t-shirt.
Yeah, there's none of those in anime. Fuck, I just summoned Gamera to fuck up the Grim Reaper. What now, motherfucker? What now? I'll do it again, too. Oh, yeah, what? I'll do it again. Gamera. Asshole. Get Gamera'd.
This
Fucking
looks
stand
significantly
back
easier.
there and throw skulls at me. Asshole, get back here.
Is that like her item crash?
Yeah.
It must be,
For
right?
the turtle.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the turtle item crash. Fuck you.
Okay.
The Grim Reaper fucking is a Dodgers fan. This is bullshit. Oh shit, I just dropped my turtle. And I keep accidentally using my fucking dragon because the D-pad on this controller is like not spectacular. I'm sticking with
If you want
birds.
to talk about hella anime, like death in this game is pretty anime.
He is.
Yeah. This game is pretty anime. Like
This
that's
game
just
is super goddamn anime.
yeah.
Here.
I like that Death gets his own special life bar. That actually is like maybe my favorite part. I'm gonna throw birds at your dick. Sorry, at your coccyx, because you're a skeleton.
Yeah, watch that video. I posted on the thing. You know what I'm talking about.
All right. Hang on.
Very
Hang on.
Also, this is yet another section of that game where there's nothing but it's just a giant long hallway with nothing interesting to do in it, except for the masturbating Segway night.
Okay, that. Now I see what you mean.
Now you see what I mean?
I like how they had to pause the game and like freak out for a minute.
It's just some fucking shit in that game, man.
So, real talk, is that the easiest death fight in like? Oh man, he just got fucking decapitated. Even though he's a skeleton, he bled everywhere. That's kind of amazing. Is that the easiest death fight in Castlevania, like, ever, period? Because I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, the one that I just finished.
I think it's hard. It's a lot harder as Richter.
Yes, I got Maria to freeze going ass over tea kettle as she collected the orb. That's what I've been trying to do this whole game. Is have it look like she's about to just totally fucking eat it face first onto the floor.
such a fine girl.
That's good. But yeah, no, I think that fight's hard.
Mr. Sensible says he likes Death's
Quench
hat.
the thirst in my body.
Reluctant Warrior says, after having beaten Death in Castlevania Chronicles, this almost seems easy. Oh yeah, no, I didn't get to Death in Castlevania Chronicles because that game's full of bullshit. But I can
You
imagine.
can gain eternal life and beauty from me, can you not?
Hell yeah, anime, let's go.
I would say Dracula's anime as fuck.
As well,
I love the thing at the beginning where they're like speaking German and stuff, and it's all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
If it means becoming a savage, I would sooner kill myself.
as you wish.
Blah, 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 blah,
However,
blah, blah.
what
That's probably not
exactly
going to match up with
makes
what's
me a
happening on the.
savage?
No, he
Or what
just kind of
you are
keeps
seeing
doing that.
currently.
He just kind of
Okay.
keeps doing that for a while, so it's fine.
Okay.
Is that not the result of this world? Are not all the people of this age savages as well? If so,
Mr. Sensible says, wow, that side
I
slash
should
went
be a
right over her head.
shining
Yeah, because
beacon for what
fucking
this world
Maria
wants me
can
to
duck
be.
under things.
the one to lead them. Do you
Mr. Sensible says, why is Colonel Campbell's voice coming out of Dracula's mouth? Is that the same actor, Paul, whatever his name is? Is that him? I don't know if that's him.
I see.
Doesn't sound like Richard Crenna.
Destiny can be quite fun at times.
Wait, how are you? How is this the? Oh, is this like the PSP version you're playing, or something? No, that's 2.5.
And translation.
I think they ripped the image that was on because the one that's on the PSP is just a ROM dump. So I think this is actually a rip of that, at
Okay.
least partially, and put on a PC Engine disc. I
Okay.
believe is how this was done.
So I was like, why are they speak? They should be speaking Japanese.
Because the
This is
title,
anime.
the title screen also says Castlevania Rondo of Blood, not Akumajo Dracula. So
Right.
got some classic Castlevania jams happening here.
Yeah, the Rondo soundtrack is like all-time great.
Yeah, that Red Book audio, am I right?
It's great.
Mhm.
I just wish that the looping was a little better.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this was like 1989 CD technology. To be fair. Oh, is this it? Am I just fighting Dracula now? Because man, I was expecting that
Yeah,
there'd be
pretty
like a
much.
stage.
You have to
Like,
fight
you know.
Shaft a bunch, and then I think you just fight Dracula after that.
Do you not do the? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, this is like the.
Yeah, this fight goes on forever.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, there's multiple stages.
Oh, it's a bunch of like old Castlevania bosses, like this.
Yeah, it's kind of a boss rush kind of a thing, and then you fight Shaft at the end. He does his own shit.
Okay. I just got killed. I should farm all these candles then. I didn't realize that I was going like directly into like boss fight territory. I'm gonna keep the birds actually.
Medusa.
Do 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 do
Cat,
do.
actually. Oh, I'm not gonna use the dragon. The dragon takes up too many. Oh, hey, it's turtle. I'll take the turtle. Turtle seems like a solid choice because turtle you can use defensively and offensively. It's the hot turtle strats. Also, apparently there's a Games Done Quick thing happening this weekend, like all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Oh, it was quick, so you know.
Well, right. Yeah. But it's like Games Done GDQX or something, and it's like just over the weekend. It's like the first time
Sure.
we're doing it.
I never care about those, so I have no idea. I don't like speedrunning. It's weird to me.
I'm gonna gamma your ass, giant vampire bat. Yeah, get gamma.
Check out the gams on the. No.
Old Maria has gams.
Old. She's 17.
Yeah,
We established.
All right. Yes. Older.
Older.
She must have had a growth spurt because she's like 4 feet taller as 17-year-old Maria than she is.
Damn, that. He got by that thing.
Yeah, man. Gamera. Gamera doesn't
Yeah.
fuck around. These are just all. It seems like this is just all the Castlevania 1 bosses. Am I like? I just played Castlevania 1 not that long ago, so I feel like I'm not imagining that.
Well, now you're playing it all in one level at one time. Isn't that cool?
Fuck. Sure, that's cool.
It's the mummy. Ooh, I like the turtle strats.
Yeah, hot turtle strats, man. The hottest of turtle strats. Sorry, I just realized how late it is. I was just checking my phone to make sure my wife hadn't texted me to be like, you know, can I get in the bed that's in the room you're streaming in?
All right, no more messing around.
Yeah, don't
Get
mess
back to
around.
work.
Yeah, stop messing
Yeah, what the
around.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah, why aren't you working?
Just taking a break, looking at stuff on the internet.
How dare
Should
you?
get some water, actually. I'm gonna go do that.
Water's good, just stay hydrated. If you
Yeah,
knew any
it's
medical
important.
professionals, they'd probably tell you that.
I don't know anybody like that. Eric, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah, that's me, Dr. Eric.
You got anything you can prescribe for me?
Water.
Okay, thanks.
Come on. Try this with Richter, see how it goes. I'm gonna guess poorly because he's less mobile, but at least he doesn't take as much damage. Oh, hey. No, no. Did not want to do that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is... Wow. Man, fuck using Richter. Night, David.
Good night.
Fucking book. Fucking book apparently isn't...
You got your
Terribly
fucking
useful.
book right here, you son of a...
Take the holy...
Books are for
No, actually,
nerds.
you know what? I'll take the cross. The cross seems like it's actually probably the optimal weapon here.
Fucking hate books.
going better. There we go. Got the bat. Not as fast as I did when I was Maria, but...
Now, Maria has, like, shades of Sypha in bosses. But it's a little bit more difficult to get around.
I don't know. Maria seems pretty mobile. That double jump is, like, kind of ridiculous.
Well, sorry, I should say more difficult to get through the levels because she takes so much more damage.
Yes. But she's kind of like Sypha and Grant in one, honestly. Just sort of ridiculous when you think about it. But yeah, she takes lots and lots of damage. Oh, come on.
Yellow Killick? Fucking mustard ass Killick? Come on, get out of here. That's what I gotta fucking deal with.
The indignities. Alright, let's try the holy water this time. See how that works out. Nemaikin says, do you think Simon Richter was the best pairing for New Smash Bros, or should it have been Trevor, Simon, or other? I mean, Simon is sort of the classic one, right? So that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe Simon and Trevor, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe Simon and Trevor, but
it doesn't really matter.
Richter being featured in Symphony of the Night makes him like a pretty popular figure. Even though like relatively few people have played the game that he actually was in as the main character. Yeah, this is definitely easier as Maria, like without question.
No, I never played through this game as Maria actually, so I never really sort of.
You should.
Yeah, I mean, you get to Dracula and then just die because you can't hurt him because you don't have a whip. So.
I mean, you need to have a whip to kill Dracula. That's in all the legends, right? In the novel. I just read I read the novel last year, and that was how they did it in the novel, was the whip. So. All right, I'm just jumping in the water. I just want to change characters now.
Have you ever thought that maybe Simon is just Trevor without a cape?
Sure.
That's a good point.
Sorry, somebody in the chat said that
Trevor is just Simon
with
with
a cape. So, but I think it's actually the opposite.
Nimaikun says Julius Belmont is an underrated one. Isn't he the one who permanently killed Dracula? I don't know. Yes and no, because like.
How do you feel about Julius Belmont?
That's true.
I like Julius a lot.
But wasn't Soma about to become Dracula again? So like apparently he didn't.
Hey,
kill
in
Dracula
the bad ending of
permanently.
Dawn of Sorrow, he does become.
You
Dracula.
do become Dracula. So obviously he didn't kill Dracula permanently.
Dawn of Sorrow.
Yeah, but he's just a
Dawn of
reincarnation. Technically, like Dracula himself is dead permanently.
El Leon of Sorrow.
I want to play that game.
Also, I picked this character up today, and I just got somebody to rage quit. So I think it's going pretty well.
Cool. Which character?
Songmina. She's very good.
Songmina.
She's very slow, so if you just get in on her, like she can't do anything.
I'm on a roll.
Are you butter?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that move.
I'm gonna fucking Gamera this mummy to death.
Oh shit, it's throw. Oh, that wall splats. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, get Gamera. Drop me a parfait, motherfucker.
Can't believe that works. This game is so sick.
Yeah, Gamera, Frankenstein's monster. Wow, your face melted. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, by the way, Sungmina has a move where she hits you in the balls, and then it's called opening treasure. And when you do it, it makes like a gong sound.
I mean, in the grand tradition of all video game nutshots, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of balls, can I attack Shaft, or do I have to attack his balls? I mean, that was not intentional. That was not at all intentional, I promise.
I don't believe you.
Now, I sort of realized it as I was saying it. I was like, he's got these two balls that fly around him. Wait a second. Wait a second.
This is a weird sex thing.
Nimai-kun asks, have you ever played that Super Mario crossover game where you could play as all the different characters in Super Mario Bros? Yeah, I did. I actually backed that dude's Kickstarter like years ago, and it still hasn't delivered anything, so that's cool.
I was gonna say, didn't he, the guy who just took all the money and ran, that guy? And it sounds like yes.
I mean, he isn't. He's tried to make good a couple times, but every time it just ends up with him like starting the project over from scratch with a new team, and it's just like I've sort of kissed my $12 goodbye at this point. I think that's the healthy thing to do.
That's what the Miller Band made it impossible for him to do anything else.
Right. And Mr. Sensible said, "Wow, that was quite a hitch." Yeah, I don't know if that was like loading or what. Oh wow, hey, that's dope. I get to start at Shaft right away. I don't have to do the boss rush again.
Nope.
That's sort of ridiculous, if we're being completely honest. And I like to try to be completely honest when I do these streams. Taking those two hits back to back was bullshit. He doesn't take damage quite the same way everything else did from Maria's birds. I will say that.
Man, Maria is just like easy mode against these bosses thing.
Yeah, it's crazy town. Like, is it possible that the people who made this game didn't know when they had a bad guy named Shaft who had two balls floating around him when you fought him? Like, is it possible they didn't know? Is that possible? Come on!
I love that we can hear Joe before we see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing well. We'll just put these things on top of you, and they'll just like sap your health because you won't be able to get away from them.
Balls on top of you?
He sure did. So I'm going back to. I'm going to go back to using the turtle. In fact, for just that reason. Although the cat was very effective in that fight. But,
oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh man, he pulled the day one nightmare shit on me. I fell for it.
Like a chump.
Yeah. It's okay, he's out of meter and I'm gonna have two. We're fine.
And the Gamera, this son of a bitch.
As long as he doesn't ring me out, that's the only thing I gotta watch out for. Ah, he blocked it. Shit.
Rotten Parts says, nice. Mr. Sensible says, the boss that launched 1,000 jokes. Yeah, man. Shaft and balls.
Oh, fuck.
Just saying.
Okay, we're good. We in there. Ended this guy's 12-win streak. He's gonna be pissed.
Nice. Is he
Let's
gonna
go.
Did he rage quit?
He might. Let's find out.
Let's find out together. Digging a
He
cat.
just kept
Cat
letting me
was really
sidestep him all
effective.
day. No, he's here. He's ready. All right.
Okay. He's a good sport. That's good. Can you give him?
Yeah.
Can you give him a
Nope.
community rating like an Overwatch and be like, this guy's not a dick?
Nope.
He didn't rage quit when I ended his 12-win streak. Oh, I continued, so now I do have to do the whole boss rush again. That's cool.
That makes sense for like an old school game.
Yeah, it does.
Ah.
Okay, sliding under that doesn't work. That's good to know.
Fuck.
No, come! Oh my god. That's fucking aggravating.
Oof.
Mr. Sensible says the fact that you can skip straight to the shaft fight at all is pretty forward thinking for this era. I don't know. I mean, is it? This was after Ninja Gaiden, and I mean, Batman for the NES let you skip the first final boss.
You're lucky not to start at the beginning of the fucking game, dude.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna lose this one for sure.
Late 80s, early 90s. Like,
Well, this game was what, 93, 94? Like, it wasn't that early. The 90s were not that early anymore by the time this game came out. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get Gamma on this mummy. Get wrecked.
Oh shit.
oh no.
Good job.
Dude, the item crash for the turtle is like ridiculously OP for how few hearts it costs. Loading times here.
Ah, fuck. Do B. Yeah! Got him!
Yeah. On a 12-game losing streak now.
No, he won the last one.
He's gonna go 6-6 in his next 12 games now.
He's playing 500 Soul Calibur.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I win. Alright. One more.
Alright, so now I'm at Shaft, so now I can get the kitty cat sub weapon and do some damage with that.
Yeah, I fucked that up. Yeah, that was good. That felt real good.
Mr. Sensible says, I'm afraid Shaft is immune to turtles. I don't think he's immune, but not... He doesn't take damage the same way the Frankenstein monster did.
Shit.
But he's weak to kitty cats, so it's all good.
I fell for it again. I let him fully charge it. I could have just sidestepped. Alright, alright. Final battle. Let's go, let's go. Ah, shit. Just got that, too. Alright, I think I'm dead.
You're going down, Shaft. You're going down!
Yep. Yeah. Alright.
You done. You done, son. What kind of nonsense are you going to try to do to hit me one last time? Alright, yeah, melt, asshole. Yimai-kun says it is your duty to please that booty. And Mr. Sensible says you can knock away Shaft's balls with your bird. I flicked him the bird and knocked his balls away, so it worked out. I figured that out too late, but... Or, I guess I figured it out just on time, really. Stage 7, Believe in the Dawn. So the last level was just bosses, and now this level is like a level again? Like, what the hell is this? Really? Really? I just remembered that Maria can slide, so I'm probably missing a bunch of hearts, but whatever. I'm just sliding through this whole stage. I'm not dealing with these giant bats trying to, like, ruin my day. There we go. That was easier. Running on the gear, that's fine. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, now I get it. Okay. It's Shrek. This guy has like a... This guy made an ogre with a giant penis and named him Smash Your Mouth.
Boy.
I just realized I haven't saved all night, so I guess I'm gonna do that.
Oh my god. And he knows how to play Cervantes. He just kicked my ass. This is so absurd.
Was it Smasher Mouth?
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden. Niemand bemerkte.
He looks like evil Shrek too. It's not like normal Shrek.
Ausbreitete.
Well, no, of course not.
Now he's not doing anything? Okay, I figured him out a little bit. Let's see what happens here. I think he's pissed, but I don't know why.
So you're a jerk, Alex.
I mean, I just like playing the character normally.
Cheap.
Rob Kersey says, I never played this game, but since it's coming out on PS4, I will get it. It's out on PS4. And if you haven't played it, you should, because it's super good.
Oh, damn.
Okay, I just like straight murdered a bird and stole a key that it had tied around its neck. I'm guessing I used that to save the other girl. People were talking about sprites that were borrowed for later games. That harpy.
Sorry, Shrek.
Are you?
No, not really.
I say I don't believe you.
Oh, even greater glory awaits me ahead. Cool.
You're gonna beat Donkey next.
Huh?
Yeah, when do you fight Donkey? That's the real question.
I don't know.
Kick Fiona's ass. And Antonio Banderas. Who's,
Puss in Boots.
Cat?
Puss in Boots.
Cat, Puss in Boots.
Damn. Okay, we're good.
Yay, I saved Richter's girlfriend.
Yay.
Mr. Sensible says, not sure why Maria spinning over the bridge is so funny, but it is. No, it is. Her cartwheeling, like tumbling over the bridge is that's pretty great.
Damn, that does so much guard crush. That's
Are
tight.
you all right, Maria? Yeah, I'm just fine because I have the same vampire hunter's blood flowing in me
shit.
as that man Richter. I think he's fighting someplace else right now.
Victor's coming.
Oh,
Rob Kersey says, now I've played Symphony of the Night. I am new to the franchise.
that's not what
Well,
I
Symphony of
meant.
the Night's a good one to start with.
Thank you very
It's a
much,
pretty good
Maria.
Castlevania.
Come on, let's go home. Not yet. There's still something I have to do. You go back without me. I'm gonna beat that vampire to a bloody pulp. See ya.
Let's go home. No, I'm gonna kill Dracula. It's cool.
For heaven's sake. She can be as reckless as Richter.
Yeah, she really is like having Sypha and Grant in one character. Like, she just bounces up that clock tower like it ain't no thing. More sprites you might recognize from other Castlevania games.
Shit. This character's so good. It's ridiculous.
Is it ridiculous?
Yeah, she's clearly like very good. She's
Still
very strong.
Sungmina that you're talking about?
Yeah. Like, I don't know what the tiers are in this game, but Sungmina's like not low tier. Like, that's for sure.
Good to know.
Everybody's really strong in this game, which is how I feel like fighting games should be. It should be like everybody's fucking insane, and then it's just like, all right, who's insane bullshit beats who's insane bullshit.
Isn't that kind of how like the Arc System Works Fist of the North Star game is? The PS2
yeah,
in Japan is
kind of.
like...
That game does have tiers though, because some characters don't have insane bullshit. Like, everybody has an instant kill, quote unquote, but it's like some characters can't combo into theirs, so it's like, so they are not top tier because other characters can juggle into their instant kills and stuff like that, and have infinites and shit. Some characters don't have that, but it's only like 2.
I'm just gonna gamma all these motherfuckers. Get gammaed.
Usually a good, yeah, usually a good idea. Geralt.
So sorry, he is good, or he's like not as good as
Geralt?
Yeah.
Geralt's good. Yeah. He's like a little, he's very like straightforward. So in that sense, he's like bad because like once you know what his shit is, it's like you know what I mean? You know how to beat it.
Okay.
But I mean, I think he's got.
How you role play, really? Like sometimes he's good.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes he's a little bit more different, you know. Depends on what dialogue options you choose. Depends on how friendly you are with the Bloody Baron.
I would say moderately. No way, I broke that. No, it was a forward throw. I didn't break it.
Oh no!
Connection is not good.
Maria was secretly a skeleton monster all along.
Yep, you found her out. Rob Kersey says, I played Castlevania 4, Bloodlines, and Dracula X. One of these days I'll play the NES games. Wait, I think you said you played Symphony and not Dracula X. Now I'm confused. The one I'm playing right now is Dracula X. Or unless you play the Super Nintendo Dracula X. Don't play Super Nintendo Dracula X.
This is Rondo of Blood, Dracula X.
Well, technically they're both called Akumajo Dracula X and whatever. Anyways. Yeah, right.
Technically, who gives a fuck? They're different.
Weebs. But yeah, the NES games are tough. You can probably skip 2. Because it's not very
You
good.
can definitely skip 2.
Probably.
Is this Dracula? Am I a Dracula?
What?
I don't know. I'm laying down.
Oh my god, this connection's too shitty.
Can you still hear me if I lay down here?
I can still hear you.
Yeah.
You lay down there.
Good, because I might fall asleep on stream, so that'll be fun.
Oh my god. This connection's so bad. Can't believe that. Oh, and you're okay. This
unexpected.
dude.
Oh no.
Nathan Stinkwater says, I like Dracula X on Super NES. Have you played the PC Engine version? Would be my question in response to that, because... But I'll be back tomorrow to play the Super NES version, so, you know, that's my plan.
In a vacuum.
In a vacuum, it's fine, I guess.
It's
yeah.
an okay game.
Yeah.
But it's compared to this version, it's a difficult sell.
Rob Kersey says he played the Super NES version, and the last fight with Dracula was like the hardest boss fight in any video game he's ever played. Yeah, that sounds about right. They made that fight ridiculous for that version.
I don't know if I've ever even gotten that far.
Nathan Stinkwater says he has this version on Wii Virtual Console. Rondo of Blood is awesome. It is awesome. I'm not loving this fight, this second fight against the Ghost of Shaft, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, fine.
It's kind of annoying.
I mean, you can't just cheese your way through it like you did all the other bosses.
How is this guy a 5-bar connection? What the fuck? I don't understand this game. I'll play a person with no lag whatsoever. It'll be like 1 bar, and this guy's like fucking stuttering, and it's like 5. I'm like, okay.
Are you sure you're not misreading the gauge?
Have you considered you don't know how many 5 is?
Well, no. It could be like when the bars look like they're full, it's actually it's empty, and then when it's the other way, it's actually.
So what I really want is when there's 1 big gray bar. Or no, that's what I don't want, because that's what I have. Well, wait, so am I at 0 bars right now then? Because they're all lit up in orange.
Right. Yeah, that's bad. Orange is bad, man.
Oh, okay.
Alert! Bad connection. That's the foamy port warning, man. Game over.
Oh my god.
Game over. Game over.
Game over, man. Game over. So do I have to beat the bird and do this stuff with the key again, or because I already saved her, do I not? I guess let's find out.
Oh my god. Why did I rematch this guy?
I want to say I don't think that you have to do it over again, but I'm not.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
I mean, really, you don't have to do it at all. Fine.
Oh, but it affects which ending you get. You see. Nope, she's not in here. Oh, but I get a bunch of money.
At least you got paid.
Hey.
That's what Maria is all about. You know?
Stacking that paper.
Holla holla get dollar, you know? That's her famous catchphrase.
Yep.
From Symphony of the Night.
God, why am I fighting this guy again? I shouldn't do this.
I don't know. He had a bad connection. He had the orange warning.
I should have let yeah, the 5-bar orange warning. I was just mad because the first time I was, oh my god, this is so bad. The first time I lost, and then I was like, I gotta, ooh, that was good. That was good. All right, dude.
I can't tell if the screaming is coming from this game or from Soul Calibur.
I think the screaming is coming from my side of things, because I hear it coming from my TV and I don't hear anything from like Alex's side of it.
I was gonna say I was surprised if you guys could hear this, but I mean it's happened before.
Yeah, it
I
wouldn't be the first time.
I wish the bowl of soup was a sub weapon.
And not just like a health pickup.
Yeah.
There we go. Decisive. All right, get out of here, dude. Go get a new internet. I know that noise.
I think I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Crack the code.
I feel like I keep falling farther and farther behind.
Seems at least possible. Mr. Sensible says you can toss Curry and Dawn of Sorrow. That's true. Not only can you have to if you're trying to like 100% it.
For a long time, I thought the little ashes thing was salt in Symphony of the Night. Maybe it is salt. I don't know. It sucks, whatever it
I
is.
mean, you use salt, right? You use like a circle of salt to keep evil.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was that, but I don't know what it.
I think it is supposed to be like the ashes of a saint. Like
Fuck.
isn't it like a Catholic thing? I think like a holy artifact.
Yeah.
If I wasn't laying in bed, I could look it up.
No, that's what I was.
Don't trouble
thinking, like-
yourself. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, you're.
Oh fuck.
Herbors says, "Hey Joe, hey Herb, Wars." No, keeping the turtle. Keeping the turtle, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think I have enough health to like deal with this boss fight. Even with the
I mean, all I can do
health
is just
pickup.
not take a hit.
Right,
Peace
right.
thing.
No problem. On it. Okay.
I want to say that there is like a defined pattern in how those things show up. The bone dragon guy comes down.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure there is.
It's like one
Just
time it'll
memorizing-
spit fire and one time it'll swoop and one.
And then the next time it comes from the ground, I think.
Well, it's a different monster from the ground, but yeah, yeah. Right. Well, if he's on the left, it comes from the ground. That I've been able to. If he's on the left, it comes from the ground. If he's on the right, it's the bone dragon. But the bone dragon's attack pattern isn't completely consistent.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Keep completion. Or maybe you can manipulate it by pushing it around. Can you move him when you hit him?
I'm not sure.
I think it might just be a limitation.
Yeah, it looks like it might just be.
Oh my god. Oh no no no. Ah! Damn it. Ah, that was close. Okay. Alright, alright.
Oh. No. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh my god. Got him. You tried to get that thing on the ground to hit me one more time after dying, because that's how the bosses roll in this fucking game.
You're lucky it wasn't like a thing that hit you from anywhere.
Yeah, no kidding. This is a way longer stream than I was planning, but now I'm so close to the end.
See it through.
Is this like Castlevania 4 where there's a like secret staircase that I can take to go get some items? And
I
shit?
think there is actually.
Nope. Sure isn't.
No, I think there actually is.
I mean, maybe it's
I think there's
straight
something.
down.
I thought
Nope.
there was, you know.
Arioka says, hi there. Is this on PC Engine CD, Wii Virtual Console, PSP, or the PS4? This is an actual PC Engine CD that I'm playing this on.
Oh shit, the track's better.
So, I don't like that I have to quit to save, but I do, so I quit, and I'm going to go back in and face Dracula.
With the whip guy. It's the only way.
No, I don't think so.
Well, this doesn't count then. You finish this game, so.
Also, I question the efficacy of the whip, given that so many Belmonts have killed Dracula with a whip and he keeps fucking coming back. I mean...
Well, if you use something other than the whip, then he doesn't die in the first place.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing.
Alex, whose side are you on?
The whip side.
Whip? Yeah.
Oh, well.
There's Dracula sitting in his chair. Enough talk, how about you? This is a thing that everybody probably recognizes.
Meme, it's meme.
They're memes. The Super Nintendo version is just like this, except there's holes everywhere in the floor. Also, the transformation is a lot cooler in Symphony than it is in this version, for being completely honest.
When he turns into the big monster.
Yeah. In this version, like, the screen just flashes and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm a big monster now. Got him. He's not much harder than he is in Symphony, though. That is a pretty weak final boss for a Castlevania game. Just saying. Oh, but I did get Maria about to go head first into the floor again after catching the orb. So
This game does kind of.
So they
the shaft fights that are really the difficult parts.
So they massively overcorrected for the Super Nintendo version to fix that. They were like, what if it was impossible instead?
Belmont has defeated me.
This game is just so much easier than.
Perhaps this too is part of my fate.
It's your fault for being so mean to everyone.
Yeah, dick.
It is not by my own power that I am resurrected. It is the greed of humanity which calls me back. And thus, by might, I rule. Might becomes the one and only justice in this world.
Okay. He was undefeated.
I don't understand what that means. No matter how complicated you make it, a bad thing is still a bad thing.
Mr. Sensible says, great work. Ayoka says, cool. Alright. Thank you. I do my best. That was a really easy final boss fight, though, to be perfectly honest. Like that. There's been a few of those this month. I did Gargoyle's Quest 2 has a final boss that's a total pushover. And I'll talk about that more in depth in the new episode of Same Name Different Game, which will be up tonight before I go to bed, available for Patreons. If you go to patreon.com/Same Name Different Game for $1 video, you get early access.
Wow. There it is.
Nimaikun says every game Dracula blames the humans. Well, yeah, he's not going to take responsibility. He's a tyrant. That's how they work. Like, they don't go like, it's my fault. My B. Sorry.
I mean, he's doing what Dracula is doing. Also, in his defense,
I love the expression on the dragon's face as the castles and the turtle. Actually, the turtle and the dragon both have like priceless facial expressions as they're escaping the castle.
They love what's happening.
Mr. Sensible says, at least at the end of Symphony, Dracula feels a little bad. Does he? I mean, does he? I don't know. Nimaikun says, those miserable pile of secrets. There we go. That's Castlevania Rondo of Blood, or Akumajo Dracula X Rondo, Chi no Rondo, or Rose by any other name would smell as sweet. And that is going to do it for me because it is 1 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast, so I'm calling it a night. But I will be back tomorrow afternoon because I'm going with Kurt to see some movies tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon I'll be back with the Super Nintendo version for definitely less than 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, but thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, and less fun.
And less like design and pleasure and like everything. It's just going to be a worse experience overall.
Yeah, generally.
For everyone.
Jason Ventura says give us a kiss, so there you go, buddy. Enjoy. Have a good night. Good night, everybody.